The North Dakota Highway Patrol was created in 1935 by the 24th Legislative Assembly. Our mission is to make a difference every day by providing high-quality law enforcement services to keep North Dakota safe and secure.
The North Dakota Highway Patrol is comprised of 4 geographic regions: motor carrier operations and headquarters. NDHP officers patrol 107,000 highway miles throughout the state's 70,000 square miles. Currently, there are 159 sworn and 34 civilian employees.
We are committed to the values of loyalty, integrity, commitment, respect, professionalism, and accountability.
State troopers are responsible for the safety of travelers on the state's highways. They observe and respond to public safety hazards and unsafe driving conditions, clear and investigate crashes, arrest impaired drivers, and interdict criminal activity.
NDHP officers assist with traffic control, help motorists with changing tires and other vehicle problems, remove roadway debris, and coordinate roadside services when needed.
Troopers execute search and arrest warrants, carry out criminal investigations on state property, respond to 911 calls, enforce drug trafficking laws and crash-causing traffic violations, and provide safety and educational programming for the public.
Troopers provide support assistance to local law enforcement upon request. They respond to calls for emergency and non-emergency situations, assist in crime scene investigations, gather and secure evidence, and search buildings, vehicles, and other property for missing individuals or fleeing suspects. The daily work of a North Dakota trooper includes conducting traffic stops and responding to calls for service. The mere presence of law enforcement on the roadway can result in drivers making better, more responsible driving decisions. The role of a state trooper involves personal risk. Since 2018, NDHP officers have been involved in 350 pursuits. When a suspect displays behavior that poses a threat to the safety of other motorists, troopers must rely on their training and experience to ensure the incident is resolved safely.
NDHP training includes the use of the Pursuit Intervention Technique, or PIT maneuver, which is a tool to bring a dangerous vehicle pursuit to an end. It is a forced rotational stop of a non-compliant suspect's vehicle. The PIT maneuver, along with other tools such as tire deflation devices, have resulted in enhanced safety for travelers on our roadway.
Over the past 5 years, troopers have investigated 391 fatal crashes and over 2,350 crashes with injured persons.
One of the greatest dangers on our roadways is impaired drivers. Since 2017, over 200 fatalities and more than 2,050 injuries were related to crashes involving drivers who were impaired by drugs or alcohol.
Troopers receive extensive training to recognize impaired drivers and eliminate the risk by removing them from the roadway.
Troopers are responsible for enforcing commercial motor vehicle laws to protect highway infrastructure and maintain the structural integrity of roadways, bridges, and overpasses. The NDHP works with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration to ensure that motor carrier drivers and companies follow laws relating to transporting hazardous material, load securement, equipment safety, and hours of service. Each year, troopers respond to thousands of calls for service, including traffic control during hazards such as fires, escorts for oversized loads, incidents involving pedestrians on highways and bridges, search and rescue operations, and airplane crashes.
Interdicting criminal activity such as drug and human trafficking is another critical responsibility of NDHP troopers. The NDHP has 7 narcotic detecting canines that assist in detecting the presence of illegal drugs.
The patrol also has 2 certified man-trailing bloodhounds that assist in locating missing individuals and tracking down escaped criminals or persons fleeing from law enforcement.
The patrol has additional specialized programs to help us meet our mission, including the Cultural Liaison Officer Program, which has been vital to building and strengthening relationships with North Dakota tribes.
In the past 2 years, the NDHP has signed mutual aid agreements with MHA Nation and the Spirit Lake Tribe to streamline law enforcement response and ease jurisdictional complexities.
The NDHP Capitol Security Team, comprised of troopers and non-sworn security officers, maintains the safety of the state's executive, legislative, and judicial staff, as well as state employees and visitors to the Capitol grounds. The team also provides dignitary protection services and investigates threats to public officials.
Troopers are able to respond anywhere in the state to assist law enforcement agencies when local resources are strained. Troopers have aided other agencies during civil unrest situations, which are unpredictable and potentially dangerous.
The NDHP trains its own officers and operates the North Dakota Law Enforcement Training Academy, which provides basic and advanced training for multiple law enforcement agencies.
State troopers receive ongoing classroom and hands-on training throughout their career to maintain proficiency. Simulator training has been implemented, which puts officers in real-life use of force situations and enhances the quality of training.
The 67th Legislative Assembly approved funding for the purchase of body cameras for our officers. The purpose of these cameras is to improve officer safety, increase evidence quality, reduce civilian complaints, and reduce agency liability.
This video shows body cam footage side by side with in-vehicle dash cam footage of the same incident as it occurred.
Troopers who participate in specialized programs receive additional training for the proficiency in these specialties. One of these programs is crash reconstruction, in which officers provide precise, scientifically detailed information about crash scenes.
The NDHP's specially trained investigators apply the science of reconstruction and causation analysis to major crash and crime scenes across the state. We provide these services to other law enforcement agencies, as there are only 2 other agencies in the state with these capabilities.
Their toolkit includes UAVs, commonly referred to as drones, which allow an officer to view a crash scene from multiple angles, as well as provide an expansive overhead view of the crash scene.
The NDHP investigated approximately 80% of all serious injury and fatality crashes over the last 5 years.
The Emergency Response Team is a group of officers trained for selected emergency situations, such as search and rescue operations, riot or crowd control, dignitary protection, and natural disaster response.
The NDHP aircraft program works alongside the Emergency Response Team and can be called upon to enhance traffic enforcement operations.
The NDHP's Honor Guard team was established to provide services for memorials, academy graduations, state government events, and other department-approved activities.
Stressful situations, tragic events, and traumatic outcomes are not uncommon in the work of a state trooper.
With a stronger focus on overall well-being, the NDHP has created a critical incident response team comprised of NDHP employees and volunteer chaplains to help officers process stressful and traumatic events and maintain positive mental health.
Providing education and community outreach are important duties of the NDHP. Safety presentations, public events, fundraising activities, educational outreach, and day-to-day interactions with the public builds trust and provides an avenue for conversations about traffic safety and personal responsibility.
In addition, the patrol is active on social media to facilitate connection with the public by providing education and information about improved driving habits, ongoing incidents, road conditions and closures, and other pertinent issues.
We work to inspire the next generation of law enforcement officers, make a positive impact on those we serve, and remain committed to strengthening the agency's strong reputation.
Since 1935, NDHP officers have worked selflessly to protect the citizens of North Dakota.
While the duties and responsibilities have changed over time, NDHP officers remain committed to maintaining safe roadways and communities, bringing strength and stability to chaotic situations, preserving public trust, and making a positive impact on the lives of those we serve.